One of film's most important figures, English actor Charlie Chaplin, was born in London in 1889. His childhood consisted of an absentee father, a mother committed to a mental asylum, and multiple stints in workhouses. Before he began his performing career, he toured Britain before moving to the United States at 19. After signing a new contract, he soon developed the persona that he's most famous for, the tramp. As well as reaching fame as an actor, he co-founded the company United Artists, which gave him direct control over his films, which were of a comedic, slapstick nature. As a result, he wrote, acted in, directed, produced, edited, and composed the music for most of his films. Chaplin later left the United States, which was in the midst of the Red Scare, which disagreed with his left-leaning politics. In 1977, he died at 88. However, 2 months after his death, local villagers discovered his grave was empty and his coffin was missing. His widow, Una, then received various threatening messages over the course of the next few months, demanding the equivalent of $600,000 for the return of her deceased husband's body. Eventually, the grave robbers resorted to threats of violence against her children if she refused the ransom money. She refused to pay the ransom, stating that Chaplin would have found it ridiculous. The Swiss police began attempting to track down the culprits by monitoring Una's phone line, as well as 200 phone booths in a local area. 3 months after the grave was found empty, the police arrested Roman Wardus at one of the phone booths and later arrested his accomplice, Gancho Ganoth. Roman was a 25-year-old Polish refugee who had fled the Turkish persecution, whilst Gancho Ganoth was a Bulgarian immigrant living in Switzerland. They led the authorities to the body, which they had buried in a cornfield just 11 miles from his gravesite, and just 1 mile away from Chaplin's family home. The pair claimed that they originally planned to just bury the coffin under where it was, and just give the appearance of a robbery. Wardus later said, "I did not feel particularly squeamish about interfering with the coffin. I was going to hide it deeper in the same hole originally, but it was raining and the earth got too heavy." Wardus claimed in court that he stole the body and held it for ransom because he needed the money, as he was out of work and times were hard. He managed to recruit his friend, Ganoth, who joined the plan as he believed the risk was low. However, he later became alarmed at the public's shocked reaction to the incident. The grave robbers both wrote apology letters to Chaplin's wife. Their son Eugene later recalled, "The wife of the nice one wrote and said, 'We're so sorry.' My mother wrote back and said, 'Look, all is forgiven.'" Wardus was sentenced to 4.5 years of hard labour, and Ganoth was given an 18-month suspended sentence. Chaplin was buried in his original plot, and has been left undisturbed ever since.